Hello and welcome back to Open Everyone. Don't forget to get social with us and tweet us at bronxnet.tv and tweet me at Rhina Valentin. Our next guest earned her PhD degree at the University of Buffalo, where she later returned to help professors introduce and implement materials to their science curriculum. The human body display is an event she's working on to launch a learning center for children from elementary school to high school, and I'm really interested to hear about this. And joining us now to share more, we welcome clinical scientist Dr. Nadine James and marketing director George T. Stewart. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Okay, so why was it so important for you to even design this program?
So when I went to Buffalo, I got involved in a program, National Chemistry Week, coordinating National Chemistry Week. And one of the professors there contacted me and asked me to go to certain schools in the inner city. Now, by doing that, I realized that there was a huge disparity between the schools in the inner city versus the schools in the suburbs. And so from then, this was from 2004, I had this thing in my heart, something needed to be done. And so I got involved with the ISEP program, and in 2013 or 14, I decided that I needed to write a proposal to develop my own learning center, because my thought is every child can learn.
Can you just share with everybody a little bit of your background? Because you have a really impressive background as a doctor who's into chemistry as well as biography, right?
Right.
Or biology
Right.
and biography.
So my background, I have a bachelor's in chemistry, a master's in medicinal chemistry, and a PhD in biophysics. And so my background is actually in oncology, and I have like 12 years, combined 12 years of oncology research. And so with that experience, I was able to use what I know to to help Buffalo Public School teachers enhance the curriculum.
Exactly, right. And that's because reading your bio, I felt like I was studying. I was like, oh my gosh, this woman is taking her education and she's giving it back to the community, and that is so selfless. And I'm just curious to know what it is that I guess you had to go through to design this program and, of course, bring it to the public schools.
Right. So it's just my involvement with the outreach program with the professor. His name is Dr. Gardella. He got me involved.
Because you didn't get that grant that we were talking about earlier.
So I didn't get I applied for a grant, 43 North, but that grant was, actually it's not a grant, it's through a competition for where investors would invest in your business. I didn't get it, but I did get good reviews, and they said this is more community-based. You should apply for federal funding or funding, private funding. And so I worked on my proposal, and I'm now at the stage where I'm doing this innovative program with the kids to demonstrate that we have this viable program here in the Bronx, and with the intention to apply for federal funding or state funding, private funding.
And so George here is doing your marketing, right?
Yes.
And so give us a little insight of the creative way in which she's implementing this.
Well, as Dr. James stated, different kids learn differently, right? Some kids learn by seeing, some kids learn by doing, some kids are more kinesthetic, they need a more hands-on approach, right? So really this speaks to a larger piece of a learning center that she's getting started called Illuminexation, right? Which is an affordable learning center that allows children from underserved communities, communities like ours, to receive things that they wouldn't receive, like because they can't afford maybe to go to Kumon or the Learning Tree or something like that. So, but it's something that's more individually based to the child. So what the human body display is about is really getting kids more hands-on about the human body, from the cellular level to the more macro level. So circulatory, musculature, skeletal, and getting kids interested and exposed to something that maybe they wouldn't normally be exposed to just in their day-to-day lives. So we've been working with Nadine's church, and they have a facility there that's, with classrooms, and the marketing has been an outreach really to the local community, and the response has been really, really great. And the response from the kids, they really want to be there.
That's
because
true.
it's something that
That's
they're
true.
not getting at school.
That's true.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of it, and I think
Yeah.
it's wonderful that it's here in the Bronx. So, Dr. James, let's talk about the age bracket and how people can get inside your classes, I guess, right? Because there's a registration. What's that process like?
Right. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm working with kids K through 12, and we're launching the Learning Center, as George explained. It's called Illumination. It means illuminating the minds of the next generation.
Yes.
And so we're working to get it off the ground. So once we do this program, then we're applying for funding to really develop the program and advertise it. And George is going to be responsible for marketing and advertising.
Hey, George.
Yeah, right. So right now I have 30 kids signed up for the human body display on October 14th. It's from 2 to 6, and I have 20 kids who have been coming consistently, and so they've been learning about the different body systems, and what they're going to be doing. They're going to be talking about. So as they're learning, they're going to express themselves based on what they learned. So they're going to make models or drawings or pictures or whatever based on their understanding, and then they are going to be talking to the community about their different systems.
It's lovely. It's
Right.
empowering and artistic simultaneously.
Right.
Because they're creating
Right,
it,
right.
learning, and then
Right.
they're doing the
Right. It's
demonstration.
definitely
too.
artistic.
Yes,
Right.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Right. So
Thank
it's
you for
themed.
being here. Thank you for being here and
Thank you.
sharing it with our viewers. Thank you, George. And I'm going to share with our viewers once again, the human body display is happening on Saturday, October 14th from 2 to 6 p.m. at the United Church of Jesus Christ, located on 3936 Bronxwood Avenue. And for more information, you can call 718-881-4479. We are taking a quick break, but we'll sit down with the new executive director at the Bronx Council of the Arts when we return.